Welcome back to The Bachelorette. After the final rose, I am here with Ali, a smile on her face, a ring on her finger. We're just missing one thing, your fiance. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Together, for the first time in public since their engagement in Tahiti. Roberto, come out and join us.
Oh, good to be here.
Good to see this girl.
Gosh.
Buddy, good to see you.
Oh, finally, Chris, finally.
Relief?
Oh, yeah. No more hiding out in Charleston, South Carolina.
That's where you guys have been.
We were together. He was hiding there.
Yeah.
Roberto, in all seriousness, what's it like? You know, engaged, in love?
It's beautiful. It's better than I thought it ever could be, but I haven't had a chance to kind of live a normal life yet, so I'm looking forward to that, but so far it's been great.
What was it about you two? I mean, it seemed like literally the moment you stepped out of the limo, you guys were just destined to be together.
It's amazing. I was just talking to somebody about this. People see it, and people tell me, oh, you know, that first night you could tell the sparks, and it's really reassuring because I remember that feeling I had when I walked out of the limo, and I looked at her for the first time, and it was just like a train hit me. I never felt anything like that, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't, you know, and it was this.
Obviously, you guys had the chemistry, and it was going well. But at what point did you say, I love this girl, I'm gonna propose to this woman?
I think the first time that I really realized I could have a life with her, I don't know, it was like the second or third rose ceremony. I think I told you this. But she walked out, and it was like everything else just kind of disappeared. I never pictured my life without her.
Ali, how about for you? Was there a moment when you knew, that's the guy, I want to spend the rest of my life with him? When he got out of the limo?
Well, I mean, yeah, maybe.
As
soon as I saw dimples, no. I mean, I think I thought that just a lot throughout. I really felt that I was gonna end up with him in the end, and I just wanted to explore every option and make sure I was right so I could be absolutely confident at the end, and that's why when I only wanted Roberto to be there in the end, just because I was so sure that I had explored every other option and that he was the right guy for me.
Obviously, people, Roberto, are skeptical of this.
Sure.
Of the love it creates, you know, of the entire show. Yeah. Are you surprised that you came on this show, fell in love, and are sitting here engaged to Ali?
I tell her all the time, I'm like, I can't believe we met on a TV show. This is crazy. You know, but it's people. And I mean, it's just like anything else. I mean, you make a relationship work in your own right. Where you met, it could be anywhere. We just happen to meet on this show, but I love this one with all my heart. There's nothing else you can say, you know, so.
Well, we're all so happy for you guys, and I know everybody wants to know what it was like for you both in Tahiti when Roberto's climbing all those steps and found Ali waiting there. Let's take a look back at that beautiful moment.
It's fine to see you. My heart is pounding right now. You told me how important it was to you for your husband to love you unconditionally and to always be by your side no matter what. I want to be that man for you. I want to be that man for you. I want to make you laugh just like this. I want to make you smile. I want to make sure that you wake up every night, every morning, for the rest of your life, knowing that you're so, so loved. The first time that I held you in my arms and we were laying down, and I knew right there that I wanted to do that for the rest of my life.
I love you so much. I really do.
I love you. I want to grow old with you. I want to have a beautiful, beautiful family. I want to share my life with you. Share your life with me. Be my wife. Ali Fedotowsky. Will you marry me?
Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes.
Nice. That's cool. That's really awesome.
Brings
So
tears to your
cool.
eyes.
Yes. It's the first time I've seen it, so.
How do you think you did?
He did great. I was just laughing the whole time because I was so happy. He is an unbelievable man. I mean, he loves me and I love him. And I feel like I could do something wrong and he would still love me and be there for me and pick me up. And I think like the very first conversation we had was, you know, I want someone who's gonna love me unconditionally. And I honestly didn't know that I'd ever find that. And I found that in him.
Obviously, millions watched tonight, this beautiful proposal. But I also know, you know, millions are wondering, she had 25 guys. What is it about this guy, you know, this guy that set him apart?
He's wonderful. I mean, yes, like all the times, I mean, I've said it a million trillion times, he's unbelievably handsome. But I mean, beyond that, he is the most caring person I've ever known. He has so much respect for others, respect for me, and I couldn't have gotten a better man.
I think Ali said this many times. It wasn't her choosing you guys. You know, it was a two-way street. So I ask you the question, what was it about Ali? What is it about this woman that you love so much that set her apart?
What is there not to love? I mean, she's smart. She's unbelievably beautiful. She challenges me. She makes me a better person in every aspect of my life.
And Ali, that day is really the first time you can open up. You're allowed to say, I love you back.
Yeah.
So what's that moment like?
Well, when we were in like our very last date together before, I kept saying to him, my heart's gonna explode, my heart's gonna explode. And it's because I wanted to tell him so badly that I loved him, and I wouldn't do that until the end. Like I wouldn't even, you know, even though how everything was gonna happen, you know, I was saying goodbye to Chris, like he didn't know that.
Yeah, it's worth reminding everybody that, you know, Ali broke the rules again. Let Chris go the day before the proposal. You didn't obviously know that when you arrived, so when did you find out?
I never knew until she told me, but I figured things looked good. I remember walking up those steps, and the first thing we did when we saw each other, she just started smiling, and I just knew at that moment everything was fine.
We went through so much together. I mean, you go back to Jake's season, to everything we went through traveling around the world to get to this point. I mean, do you just pinch yourself and think, I mean, I never thought I would be here?
You know, I always hoped that I'd be here eventually. And I mean, everything sort of that I sacrificed to be here, and to me, they seem so insignificant now that I found him. And I'm so glad that I took those risks and that chance.
Well, so are we. Let's take a quick break. When we return, Ali and Roberto gonna fill us in on their future plan.